The Judge from Hell episode 2 begins with Bitna interrupted by Daeon showing up driving a truck. He doesn't run anyone over though, so we don't get that cage armor trope, but he does confront Jeongjun, demanding he stay away from Min-jeong. Bitna stops Daeon from beating this thug, which is just as well given police show up not long after. They take him away on charges of stalking Min-jeong. Daeon is not happy and he shows at Min-jeong's place, where police tape covers the front door. The place is a complete mess and all of this is to show how unjust Judge Kang has been. However, she obviously doesn't care and retorts about the pointless cycle of life and death, including how a year's sentence wouldn't have made any difference. Daeon is livid and he's quick to decide he's going to apply for an arrest warrant. Not all judges are like Kang, some actually want to serve justice, which is ironic given who we know Kang to be. Now, Min-jeong is still alive, thankfully, and Daeon was there to help cut her down and stop the girl from committing suicide. The detectives question Jeongjun, who tries to put on the facade of a doting, caring boyfriend. It's not fooling anyone though, and Daeon is charged by his superior to keep an eye on the psycho. Bitna believes they're nearly there with this case, believing that a mental death, given Min-jeong is feeling dead inside, is just as good as a physical death. I mean, guidelines and all that, right? Bitna is incredibly cynical and her desire to get a killing here sees her interfere with the case further. The arrest warrant for Jeongjun is rejected and Bitna simply laughs maniacally at her desk. Daeon shows up to see Min-jeong and she is a complete mess. Her parents are unsure what else to do too, and her father even swipes at Daeon at the door, believing him to be Jeongjun. However, he's in for a big shock when Daeon receives a call informing that Jeongjun is actually dead. We then cut back 12 hours and see exactly how this came to be. Min-jeong concocted a meet with Jeongjun in private, deciding to settle this between just them. They met at an abandoned redevelopment lot inside an empty house. However, it's not Min-jeong who shows up, but actually Kang Bitna. Imitating Min-jeong's voice using her assistant, he leaves while Bitna decides the real trial is about to begin now. He's in Bitna's world and unfortunately there's no way out for him. This time Bitna gives a taste of his own medicine and decides to abuse him the way he did with Min-jeong. The abuse is relentless and she even smashes his leg in with a hammer. Eventually he tries to kill himself, breaking the illusion. Bitna explains that she's a demon from hell and she's here to cast judgment on him. When Jeongjun tries to choke her out, it's the wrong move as she absolutely destroys him, leaving the guy a bloody mess on the ground. Eventually he admits to his crimes and claims he's remorseful. He even decides he should die, and just like that, Bitna sends him off to hell, stabbing him with her special knife. Daeon joins the detectives back in the prison as they head off to look over the crime scene. The place doesn't look like a crime scene though, given it's been cleaned up thoroughly. This is a doing of the cleanup crew in hell. They have a great reputation for cleaning up crime scenes. In fact, they managed to rearrange the place to look perfect and even use a special vacuum to suck up all the blood. Justicia has a notorious reputation in hell, so they're being super thorough here to prevent her laying into them. The detectives do piece together Jeongjun's whereabouts, including his route to where he died. They need to determine who he spoke to before dying, and the brand on his forehead reads Gehenna, which is of course hell. Alarm bells ring for Daeon though, given he knows someone who thinks they're a demon from hell. I wonder who that may be. Bitna though is busy poring over cases until she's called in by the chief judge. He's livid over her sentences to let Jeongjun go with a mere fine. He wants her to change, pointing to her lavish outfits and behaviour which isn't befitting a normal judge. Bitna though simply shouts back and refuses. Now, part of this leniency from the chief judge comes from Kang Bitna's ties as a human to this world. It seems like she was engaged to marry Assemblyman Jeong's son. She broke it off, but the family still care about her. Given she's now lost her memories as a result of this incident, Seon-ho, the chief, is told to watch over her. At Nobong police station, Min-jeong shows to see Daeon. She's doing a lot better and even wants to go back to work too. However, she also reveals how Bitna showed up to see her in church after. She encouraged her to speak of her sins truthfully and not to worry about feeling bad for wanting Jeongjun dead. That night, Bitna shows up to see Daeon. Now, this is her way of trying to extract information from him about various cases. She's brash and upfront, deciding they should date. Daeon is not happy, but reluctantly agrees to humour her with some grilled pork that night. He's confused by her actions, but after eating, decides to extract the info from him after getting the guy drunk. Apparently he's killed 3 people in the past, stabbing them with a knife. He claims that he's sitting next to one of the families and then passes out. When Daeon awakens, Bitna promises to keep his secret, and with the knife in hand, she stabs Daeon, deciding he needs to go to hell, which is where episode 2 comes to an end. The Jeongjun case is wrapped up with Bittner enacting her way of dishing out justice by making him live through the same abuse he enacted on Min-jeong. It's a taste of his own medicine, and in true K-drama fashion, there's no holding back from what's shown. And to be honest, it's incredibly satisfying to watch him going through the same thing that Min-jeong suffered from for God knows how long. The drama has been decent so far though, and the ties between Bittner and Daeon take on an intriguing turn of events when we find out Daeon has actually killed 3 people. Now, he could actually be the one who stabbed Bittner in the park and left her for dead, which looks like it's the avenue this one could be taking, especially with his cryptic way of talking to her. Bittner is a difficult character to warm to, which I guess is kind of the point here, and it definitely leaves a lot of question marks over how she's going to find 9 other cases, how her character will develop, and what twists and turns may come in the process. We could see a similar situation as something like Hotel del Luna, where our male lead thaws the frosty heart of our anti-hero, but we'll have to wait and see. In all honesty, the romance is probably the weakest part of this drama, or at least the hints of romance we're getting in this, and it'd be nice if this one focuses exclusively on the law and dishing out revenge, a la something like Taxi Driver. For now though, everything wraps up with an intriguing cliffhanger, leaving the door wide open for next week. But based on what we've seen, this one definitely looks like one to keep on your radar. Thanks for watching, and do let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Smash a like or subscribe to the channel, your support is very much appreciated. I'm Greg Wheeler, and from all of us over here at The Review Geek, we'll see you on the next video.